Hey guys, and welcome to another daily shaving video. So right now I'm in the middle of my razor blade review series, but I've been pretty busy at work recently and I haven't had the chance to make videos. I haven't had the time at night to be doing that, so my shaving has been pretty inconsistent. Right now I have 2 days of facial hair growth, and I do want to resume the blade review series. Obviously I have a lot of blades still to review, but to review those blades it needs to be an even playing field, and in all those reviews I've been shaving with 1 day of facial hair growth, and right now I have 2 days of facial hair growth. So I need to do a shave tonight to kind of even the playing field, so tomorrow I can jump back into the blade reviews with equal hair growth on my face 1 day, so I can get equal reviews between all of the blades. So today's just going to be a daily shaving video. I'm just going to share with you guys what I'm doing tonight. Alright, so for today's brush, this is a brush I haven't used on video before. I've used it off video I think 2 or 3 times so far, and I also broke it in before I did that. This is the Semogue 620. So Semogue is a Portuguese company and they produce a beautiful line of boar hair brushes. They also make badger hair brushes, though I don't have any of their badger hair brushes. They're obviously more expensive, but they make really, really nice, beautiful quality boar hair brushes. This is the 620. It's a really short brush, has an acrylic handle, which is very nice quality to it. And it's a 21 millimeter knot diameter with a 50 millimeter knot height. It's really got a lot of backbone in there. It's awesome for face lathering. I actually learned about this brush from Busta. He talked about it being the best deal out there for face lathering brushes, and so I gave it a try. I picked up a while ago, but I really haven't used it that much. It's a beautiful brush. It is colored here. As you can see, it has this this colored band around there to make it look like badger hair, which I don't prefer. They do make a version of this brush, the 610. Like I said, this is the 620. The 610 is undyed, but I didn't know that when I got this brush. Wish I would have got that one, but not a big deal. Beautiful little brush, and because it's so it's a pretty wide knot. 21 isn't too wide, but with a 50 millimeter height on there. Tons of backbone, lots of hair, and they're great for face lathering. So for those of you out there who are some of the new wet shavers, there's 2 main types of lathering. There's face lathering and bowl lathering. With face lathering, you load the soap or the shaving cream directly into the brush and build the lather on your face. Bowl lathering, you load the soap or cream into your brush, you build the lather in the bowl, and then you apply that lather to your face. I am a face latherer. I like face lathering. I really think that getting quality shaving to spend the time working the lather into your face, and since you're building the lather on your face, when you face lather, you're getting extra time of working the lather and the soap or cream into your face, because you really need to get that lather in between all the hairs and in contact with your skin to get a really nice quality shave. It gets the slickness right down in there, gets the hairs nice and hydrated. So if you're going to take the time to build the lather, in my mind, you might as well just be face lathering. Anyway, just a quick aside. So this is the brush I'm going to be using tonight. Awesome. It's a beautiful little brush. I really like Semogue brushes, how they splay out. Look at that. They bloom very nicely when they're hydrated. That's something that kind of sets them apart in certain ways from Omega brushes. And for tonight's shaving cream, I'm going to be using Taylorville Bond Street. So this was actually the first soap I had the sandalwood scent before I was even wet shaving, and then the coconut's actually the first Taylorville Bond Street shaving cream I got when I started wet shaving. So it reminds me of that time. Beautiful scent, a very sweet coconut scent to it. It's beautiful. I really like this scent. Haven't used this in a really long time. I use shaving soaps. I like shaving soaps more than creams, but had this sitting around and I figured it'd be an awesome opportunity to go back to it. Just kind of wanted to use it, switch things up a little bit tonight. So I did just get out of the shower, cleaned out my facial hair in the shower. It's nice, hydrated, cleaned out, ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of hot tap water to my face. I have my sink here filled up with hot tap water. And while I was in the shower, I had my brush soaking here in a mug of hot water. So I'm going to wring out the knot here. I like getting it nice and dry. And then you can load up creams by just swirling in there, but I like actually putting my finger in there, taking out a little dab. I'm going to put in that much. You just set it right here in the middle of the knot. Then you just start building your face lather. This knot has excellent backbone and it's very soft. It's a pleasure to face lather with for sure. So I definitely need to add some water to this. It's just kind of a little bit pasty on my face. Just indicates it needs more water in the lather. Awesome. Very, very amazing lather. That's a nice thing about shaving creams. I feel like they take less skill to build a nice lather with. I feel like they're more tolerant of a wide range of water content in there, and I just feel like they're very easy to whip up a beautiful lather, especially tailorable Bond Street creams. As you can see, this is a beautiful lather. It was very easy to make. For tongue shave, I'm going to be using the Mercor 34C with a feather blade in here, and this is the second shave on this blade. Go ahead and wet the razor here in my sink and get started. First pass with the grain. I actually very rarely do this. This blade is just tugging. It just doesn't feel right on here. Maybe I have more than one shave on this blade. Maybe there's more in there. I don't know. It just doesn't quite feel right. It's just not providing the sharpness or the smoothness that I want for the shave. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a different blade. Just put in a new blade. And that's important when you're shaving. You know, there's no hard set rules, just, you know, figure out what you like to do. Maybe you like shaving creams more than soaps. I like soaps. Maybe you like badger hair brushes more than boar hair. I like boar hair. Maybe, you know, a blade will last 4 or 5 shaves for you. Maybe it'll last 1. You know, you just need to give yourself feedback. You know, people always want how many shaves per blade? What's the best this? What's the best that? And there are some things out there that work, that are best practices that work well for a lot of people. But you know, you just gotta do what's right for you. You know, feather blades in the past have lasted 4 or 5 shaves for me, but you know, maybe I miscounted. Maybe this one was a defective blade. Maybe it just dulled quickly. I don't know. Anyway, just give yourself feedback and just, you know, if it doesn't feel right, go ahead and switch it up and do what feels right for you. Back to the shave. I'm gonna finish my first pass with the grain. That feels a lot better. There you go. Nice first pass. Feels good. Pretty nice slickness left behind. I don't feel like I get as good slickness with creams, and I really like the slickness of soaps. But this still feels great. It's doing an excellent job. Back to the brush. Reapply some lather. Alright, second pass, cross grain this direction. All right, excellent. Feels very good. Nice and close here. I am going to do a third pass cross grain in the other direction. And one more modification for this shave. I know I'm modifying a lot here. I'm going to go ahead and add a pre-shave soap. I'm going to use this one. This is made by Synergy and How to Grow a Mustache and Razor Rock. Razor Rock has their own pre-shave soap now, as well as Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. This is it's like a lime menthol pre-shave. Just have this puck here, just going to dip in water and add it here to my face, just a little bit. I'm doing this because I just don't feel like the slickness is quite there. I just love the slickness I get from shaving soaps, and creams just don't do it for me. It could be the way I lather it, because plenty of guys love shaving creams. It's just not my thing. And I just want that extra slickness here as my shave's getting closer. But extra protection. I just do not want to get razor burn, because number one, the first number one priority for me in these shaves and why I started wet shaving in the first place, decrease irritation. I was getting terrible irritation with cartridge razors and the typical canned goo, so that's why I went this route in the first place. Apply the lather here. Gonna work it in a little bit because of the soap on there. It's like I was saying, my number one priority is getting irritation-free shaves. Number two priority is close shaves. So, anything I can do to help decrease irritation, I'm gonna do it. Because that's why I started this in the first place. And no matter how close a shave is, if there's irritation, it kind of ruins the shave for me. I just want an irritation-free shave. That's for me. Anyway, third pass, gonna go cross grain this direction. Immediately I can feel that extra slickness there, which I really do like. Excellent. Really like that pre-shave soap. Definitely adds a nice bit of slickness. It's a nice background to add to shaving cream lathers. I really think it adds to the quality a lot. Going to a brush here, pulling out the lather. Beautiful lather here. Going to spread around with my left hand, razor in the right, and clean up any areas. I just want to get a little bit closer. Excellent. Very happy with where this is at. I'm going to go ahead and get cleaned up. All right, just feeling around here. Excellent shave, very, very close. Wow, feels nice, awesome, no irritation, zero redness here. Great, that's what I'm looking for. So I know I made a lot of changes during that shave, but you just gotta adapt with how the shave's going and what's going on. If something isn't working, you gotta change it. There's no sense in suffering through a shave just because you load that blade in your razor and that's what you want to go with. You pick that shaving cream for the shave and that's what you're going to go with. I changed the blade during that shave. I add the pre-shave soap, and I'm really glad I did because now I have an awesome shave with no irritation, which is what I want. That's what I'm looking for in every single shave I do. So I'm really happy about that. Definitely worth it. Feels great. It's too bad, it just also, I do like shaving creams. I think that they do offer a lot. I think they're easier to use. There's really awesome products out there, like the Taylor Bond Street series of shaving creams, which just has an awesome selection scent. They have a few shaving soaps, but it's not nearly as expansive as their shaving cream set. And many big, especially some of the traditional English shaving companies like Truefit and Hill, DR Harris, Geo Trumpers, they all have very extensive lines of shaving creams. But for me, I've just found shaving soaps work a lot better, and that's why I go with those. That's why you guys see me using those in pretty much every single video I make. All right, for today's post shave. So I've been using this a lot recently, the Thayer's Witch Hazel Aftershave. Great stuff. It's really nice to use. Has alcohol in there, so you do get a little bit of a burn. Not much, but it has witch hazel in there, which is supposed to be good for your skin, and I definitely do think it is good for my skin. I used to get a little bit of skin irritation every once in a while, especially up here on my forehead. Sometimes, especially like long days working in the operating room, you're just there, you're wearing like a head thing that's on your head, putting pressure on there, and sometimes I get skin irritation up here. I just started putting some of this when I use it as an aftershave on my forehead, and it's cleared that up. So definitely like that a lot. Very nice side effect with that. And then for my post-shave balm, so I put on some sort of astringent, and if I do use an astringent, I put that on first. And for the post-shave balm, I'm going to be going with Soap Commander Courage. Got this in my Wet Shave Club box. Awesome scent. Probably my favorite Soap Commander scent out there. You don't need much, just a little bit. Go ahead and spread that on. I pretty much use a balm after every single shave. Sometimes some sort of like astringent, like a block of alum or some sort of alcohol-based aftershave. But pretty much every single shave, I'd say 99% of the time I use some sort of balm. Just helps lock in the moisture. Which I think is really important post-shave. You've just inflicted some sort of trauma on your skin, and you want to lock in the moisture just because it's really prone to getting dried out at that point in time. I really like the Soap Commander balms too. They're really amazing. A little bit of menthol in there, and they have shea butter, so you get that little bit of cooling effect from the menthol. But they're very moisturizing, and you don't have to use much at all, just a little dab, and it goes really a long way. So anyway, that was today's shave. Thank you guys for joining me for another video. And I'm going to be going back to the blade review starting tomorrow. And I'm going to be starting off with Astra blades. I've got a couple here. I'm going to be starting off with the Astra. This is the Superior Platinum. And then the Astra Superior Stainless will be coming at some point in the future. But like I had mentioned, I got a lot of blades to try out. So thank you guys for your feedback on those. From what you guys said, you're enjoying the series. So thank you for the feedback. It's fun making these and trying out all these different blades. So stay tuned, lots of videos to come. Thanks for watching.